Yo, what's good? This your boy Youngie 2 times.
It's your boy X, man.
Yeah, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to a man that's really hot in these streets. My man, Kevin Samuels. The title of this one's called "What I'm Not Fit for Marriage." Maybe it say "Why I'm Not Fit for Marriage." I don't know.
No, it's like, what? I'm not fit for marriage?
Oh, okay.
Like that type of thing.
Kevin Samuels, brother, comma.
The legend.
Comma after that. After the what?
Young legend.
After the what, you gotta put a commas. I was kind of confused. But before we get into this video, make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe, man. Let's get into it.
Married?
I'm not married, no.
Are you in the car?
I am, with my son's father.
Okay, because I'm hearing the background, the echo.
Say ex-fiance. From Bluetooth. Can you hear me now?
What?
He's like, what? He's like, ex-fiance. They
Uh,
I don't even want to give you a ride.
so what do you got for me?
Okay, so, I don't know, I just wanted to answer your question when you said that women aren't ready for marriage. Or we don't have, what'd you say, marriage quality. And I think that for a lot of women, I'll speak for myself when I say this, when you say marriage quality, it's more so submission. Am I right about that?
I don't know.
That's what I think of when you say marriage quality is submission.
Are you fit for marriage? Marriage fitness. Are you fit?
And what does that look like?
Well, you have a job description. You have to have these criteria to be fit for this job.
Okay.
What does a wife need to be for a husband?
So what does that look like from a husband's point of view?
Well, see, you're the woman. Now you're asking me you're asking me. You already have a kid and a man. You have a point of view. We're here to talk about what you think, not what I think.
Okay. Have you been married before?
We're here to talk about what you think,
All right.
not about me.
Oh, he's left.
Don't talk about me. I'm single.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me then?
No, you came onto my show.
All right, well, that's all I wanted to say was that.
Well, I don't know what you just said. You just said something about being fit for marriage. What
Right,
about
I was just answering your question. I was speaking for myself, and I feel like a lot of women feel like when you say ready for marriage or marriage quality, it's more so are women ready to submit. And most of the time, I can speak for myself when I say that I get into relationships with men that I don't want to submit to. But at the same time, I want to be married. It's weird.
I feel like when a shorty
But why do you want to be married?
I feel like they say they get in a relationship with shorty that they don't want to submit to. That means that they probably just don't like submission.
I mean, the thing is too,
because you can't pick and choose in a relationship if you want to show somebody respect or not. You know what I'm saying? It's either you got respect.
She don't got
for
respect.
them,
She don't. I feel like she's looking for somebody specific that would dominate or whatever. I mean, not dominate, just she will submit to whatever. That's like a big boss ass motherfucker.
But like with the respect then, right? You're looking for respect from what somebody can provide to you, or like
That's a question she has to ask herself.
You know what I'm saying? Because that don't make sense. It's like you should treat everybody with respect, right?
But again, right?
So what? But X, think about it. Why are you dating a man that you feel like you don't have to have respect for?
You got that wood.
But like,
no, I'm saying like that could be part of it too. It's a motherfucker that just giving them that.
But when if you have respect for him because he doing that,
she may not have respect for him enough as a provider.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She may respect the wood. She don't respect the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be opposite. Maybe she don't respect. And the thing is too, the sex thing is so. I feel like women don't be trying to like admit this shit, but like the sex thing is so important to the woman, like the chemistry. Like if it's like I to below average, but he doing everything possible as a man.
Yeah.
In their mind, I feel like a lot of times they'll be like, damn, can I really be with this nigga for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, I mean, it depends on what's important to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But real quick too, on the marriage thing, right? This is what I don't understand, right? Why do you want to be married? Like, is it like a show thing to show, oh, somebody gave me a ring or whatever the fuck, I'm married to this nigga, he proposed to me, we had a big wedding. Is it to show everybody else that somebody did this for you? Or is it that you actually want to abide by the marriage principles of, you know what I'm saying, like being a wife and taking care of kids and doing that and this and that or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you, I don't know. That's what some of the women have to ask themselves. Like, why do you actually want to get married?
Yeah.
But like the young woman on your live earlier, the one before me, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Where's your dad?
Where's my dad? We don't have a good relationship. Do you think that plays a part?
I mean, you have what is your child, a boy or a girl?
A boy.
You want him to bring a woman like you home?
Yes.
You do.
I would be okay.
Was she so sure?
No.
I would be okay.
A woman who doesn't want to submit to it.
I will submit to someone worth submitting to.
Wait a minute.
They always say that. It's like, bro, what does that mean?
Right.
So, like you said, right? If you got respect for the D department, don't respect the bill department.
The pockets.
Yeah. If you respect the pockets and don't respect the D, how can you, like, do you not fully, like what, everything just got to be perfect?
That's what it is.
Easy bake oven?
That's what it is. Because this is the thing that I feel like is simple, right? Why not date somebody that genuinely rocks with you? Somebody that will genuinely have your back. That will genuinely look out for you.
Yeah.
That will genuinely, like, you know what I'm saying? You struggling. You need something to be paid. Yo, can you help me pay my phone bill? Or I got this bill over here.
Yeah.
Like somebody that literally could look out for you if you need them to. What happened to that?
Yeah, nobody want that. Nobody wants somebody that could be like, yo, if anything, I know this person got me. Because you think about, like, a rich nigga, right? A rich nigga could, like, they want the 6-figure earner because they're like, he can afford whatever I want, right? But he could probably afford whatever you want because he has so much money, right? But would that same person, if he had a little bit less money, really still feel that way about it? You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga could give you $5,000 a month if he make like $500,000 a year. That's nothing to him. That's a drop in the bucket. But what I think is more commendable is a guy that makes sure you taken care of, gives you shit, you know what I'm saying? And probably makes like $5,000 a month. Because then you know, like, all right, this nigga really going above and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes I feel like I've seen some of his other videos. I think we spoke on this before we started this. Like, some of these girls become, because of their situation of maybe being a single mother or having to be on their own, they take on a very, like, masculine type of personality, right? Why would a nigga that makes 6 figures want a girl that's masculine, that has this I do everything myself mindset?
No man that got money like that wants. The only man that wants somebody like that is like somebody that's building with you. You know what I'm saying?
Or somebody that's using you to get back on his feet.
Yeah, somebody that's either using you to get back on his feet, wants to build with you, or is just one of those new type of niggas that just like to see women, like, empower their woman. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, man, like, I think some women literally wait on guys' potential to be something, right? Like, all right, he said boom, 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 so I expect him to be all of this. You know what I'm saying? And maybe sometimes they don't hit that big financial stratosphere. Maybe they always here, but right here you always good. You always you can go on trips here and there. That maybe not as much as if you were here. Support the family, pay the bills. Why is that not good enough? If a man can pay his own bills, and take you on vacation, maybe let's say twice a year, right?
Yeah.
What's the issue with that?
I don't know. This is always something. I think it's also social media too. So
Facts.
Yeah, but
Facts.
I'll let y'all hear the video because I know y'all want to hear it. We talking a lot.
They came for our opinion though.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's where you guys make your mistake. Femininity and submission is not something you turn on and off like Thor's hammer when you deem somebody worthy.
Okay.
So,
You already have a child, right?
Yes,
You've submitted to sex.
I did, and I submitted to his father as well. That he
No.
he's my fiance. I said yes.
No.
Okay.
You submitted in the bedroom.
Okay.
she did.
And what you said is you date men that you don't want to submit to. Okay. But here's the hard question. Can you date men who you have to submit to?
Look at this.
I don't think I think I'm in a transitional phase where I want to, but I don't. At the same
No,
time.
see, here's the thing. A man who has enough value where you have to submit, it's not a matter of being transitional. Either you do or you won't deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But usually those type of men are my type.
No. See, that's something
You don't know
told
what you
yourself
want.
to make you sleep better at night.
You think so?
This is where it get kind of like strange or like very like you just don't know what you want, which is fine too, right? But how you gonna say? Because her first beginning statement about submitting was somebody that she deems worthy, right? He just asked her, "Would you submit to somebody that you needed to submit to?" Which I'm assuming would be somebody that got that paper.
Yeah.
Why would you not just submit to somebody like that?
She don't want to feel like she obligated. She just want to make the choice to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Then he can make a choice to fuck these hoes then.
I mean, he could just make the choice not to even fuck with her.
Think about this, right? Let's say you have to be realistic, right? You should be realistic. Let's say it's a dude, shorty want, maybe he make 6 figures, maybe he make 300,000 a year. Good looking dude, right? You do his thing in the bedroom, right? Why would he choose you?
Probably wouldn't.
I'm saying like we have to be realistic, right? So she already got a kid. Sorry, I'm going off his previous videos too, where he kind of like he'll ask women to rate themselves, and he'll say like, if you have a kid, it kind of takes you down a notch, right?
Pretty sure they know the context.
Huh?
Pretty sure they know the context.
I just got to make sure I'm clear. That's all. The internet
We know it's not your
The internet go spinny spin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like, damn, I lost my point. What was I saying just now?
Saying something about the nigga that make all that money, got all the benefits.
Right. He got all this shit, right? You also have to make yourself be, if this what you say you want, right? You have to make yourself be readily available to him and be able to give your all to him. Because that's what he requires, right? So it can't be, oh, this is what I want and that's it. A motherfucker with that type of paper, and I'm sure a ton of options, right? You also have to, I'm sure there's some things that he has to kind of like pull back on you and accept about you, and then you have to do the same though.
Yeah.
So if he's willing to be like, all right, for example, let's say he wanted to, his type was big booty shorty, cute face, educated, college education, whatever, right? Let's say you was okay in the face, big booty still, you never graduated from college, right? That's actually a downgrade, technically speaking, for him. But because maybe personality wise you guys were able to work, he did it. So now you had to kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 thing. Like, all right, you gave up this, and that over here with all these options. Yeah. Same thing for you. Yeah. You got to be able to give in a little bit, man.
Oh, I know so.
Okay. I'm
I mean, basically, you're trying to say men who are ranked above you are somehow still below you, as if men who are ranked above you, who have enough to make you want to submit, are somehow lame or corny or weirdos. No, they just don't deal with you. But they're not gonna put up with all this. Hee 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 ha ha. I don't want to see you
prophetic
down the path to somebody who's already fit.
Okay.
So fitness has to come into to do with a lot of things. One, your body. Two, also your mentality. Are you fit for a relationship with a person?
No, not right now.
So there you go. You can't. If you're not fit for a relationship, you're not fit for a marriage. What are you doing about it?
Nothing, because right now I just want to have my cake and eat it too.
Okay, well, good. You know what happens to those people, right?
What?
They die alone. You want to have a cake and eat it too. Well, but you also got a kid.
Reality hit that face quick, nigga. She said, "Oh, okay."
I know, and that's the reason that I don't.
No. That's the reason why you should.
You have to break that down.
Kids aren't pets.
I know that.
Well, the point is, man, this kid is not a pet, and this boy the boy is gonna look at how you interact with men. See, women who move like you tend to raise weak men.
I could never raise a weak man. My son will never.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen. Thank you, though.
Well,
She done with the conversation.
however he's going to turn out, it's gonna be, you're not really focused on him. You're focused on you and your cake.
What does she mean by that? On my cake and eat it too?
You don't know them?
No, but what does she mean by that?
She was the woman. She said she got her ex-husband, fiance in the car. She probably still fucking a nigga. She probably fucking with a random nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kate eat it too.
So whatever happens, it's not going to be as a result of directive planning or actual, proper parenting as that will be. You having your cake. And that's cool. This is one of the reasons our community is the way it is, because we have so many women who are unmarried, leading households, raising boys who tend to be weak because their mothers are overbearing and domineering. Then their daughters end up being fast, so their competition are coming home with a baby at 16. And you know all of it, but it's like, it's a joke. This is why I say marry before you carry. I don't care what you do. Honestly, but the fact that you know you have a kid, and it ain't about you no more. It's about him.
I know that. But I'm going to be transparent and say that the flesh gets weak. Like, I struggle between flesh and spirit. I do, and that's real. It's real.
That makes you human. What are you doing?
What's her Instagram so I could properly hit her up and ask her and tell her that you should not have weakness for the flesh? That's an interesting statement. She said, I have a weakness for like the flesh and the spirit.
And
between the flesh and the spirit.
All I heard from that nigga was marry before you carry. That's all I heard.
So so the thing what you're talking about with the wood shit is very much important to her.
What do you mean?
So I'm saying she has an issue with the flesh. The flesh meaning she trying to fuck, right? And she like, good sex. That's what I'm assuming she talking about, right? And then spiritually fucking with somebody, which means being in tune with somebody. From what I'm taking is shit. It could be the baby daddy in the car, the nigga that she just keep fucking.
That's what she said. You with an ex-fiance,
right? I don't know why they had to say ex-fiance. You just said my ex, but that's interesting that they kind of.
But maybe she's
ex-fiance.
Maybe she's trying to put the marriage thing on him. But I don't know.
Know what I'm saying? But it could be that where maybe she keep fucking him, but maybe like she kind of connect with somebody else, but because the flesh is so good or whatever you want to call it, that the spiritual with somebody else ain't gonna work out for her.
When he said I ain't even, like when I heard that, I just breezed by. But what's it called? You think what he said about marrying before you carry? I don't know. Marrying before you carry, typically, I don't know if it works. I feel like half the time it works. Sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's no exact thing.
Yeah.
Like it's up to each individual, each couple, whatever. Because if you marry before you had a baby, like that's cool. If you have the baby and then get married, that's cool too. Whatever you prefer. But I don't know, man. Like there's no exact things with these things, man. Because again, everybody acts different. Everybody does things differently. So it's like it's up to what's comfortable with you, what works for you. Like don't get married because 3 of your friends is already married, or don't be trying to be single and be out here because 3 of your friends are single and out here.
Yeah, do it work, man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's good for you. Simple.
What about it though? That's where you're not gonna get any slight. That's where you're not gonna get any slight. You know your issues, you ain't doing a damn thing about it. So don't expect us to care. The world don't know you understanding. You're just another woman out here with a baby when talking shit. How old are you?
30.
She's 30. What kind of young?
Sage is I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I mean, I'm what I'm trying to do is get you to understand.
I feel like you can't help being like a slight asshole a little bit sometimes.
Which is cool.
A
little immature.
No, it's funny. It's entertaining
funny,
though. But I think. But I'm saying, I can't really think of anything I disagree about what he's saying. I feel like everything he's saying is on point. He just had a little extra spice to it a little bit. That's all. But she ain't like what he said.
So many women have this. I can't be bothered. It's all about me. Your aura is masculine.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
And you wonder why you attract beta men. And honestly, what I see with most women in your position is scared.
For those that don't know, beta man is niggas that be laid up at the crib all day, every day.
You think that's really a beta man? I don't think.
What do you think is a beta man?
I feel like a beta man could be like someone. I don't think it's laid up at the crib. I think beta man is just like a nigga that
somebody that needs to be taken care of. Is what I'm thinking.
I don't even think it's that.
What do you think?
I think beta male is like somebody that I would be considered probably be more passive. You know what I'm saying? More.
Oh, okay. So like when let's say we having an argument, she win or something like that. Is that what you kind of referring to?
Or like kind of like a beta man where he's kind of cool with not being the breadwinner. He's not cool with being. He's cool with the focus not being on him. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think of like a beta male, I could consider somebody to like a beta male to be like Kamala Harris's husband. He got his bread, he do his thing and whatever, but he don't mind the attention being on her. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I disagree with that though, because I feel like the beta man is he's maintained by the woman. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? The alpha is the one that makes the decisions. That's the head of the household. That everything is run through them. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Let's see, because I feel like
think about definition.
Definition.
That's what I'm looking at. That like the alpha is the one that makes the decisions. The beta is the ones that go with what's supposed to be going on.
Yeah, see, it says a beta male is a man tending to assume a passive or subservient role in social or professional situations.
Yeah,
so,
I feel like that's what I'm saying.
No, not technically, because so basically by definition, if you're shorty,
so is Jay-Z a beta male when Beyonce's the one that's in the forefront for the most part?
I mean, by definition, somebody like this could but that's kind of different because it's he has more business ventures. So when you think about that, it kind of levels up. But that's to say, like, say your shorty or whatever, right, is a lawyer, right, and you work at like an office, like just at the desk, right? By definition, even if you make decisions at your so
it's because she makes more. That makes you the beta, is what you're saying?
I think it's just a man tending to assume a passive or subservient role. You know what I'm saying? In social or professional situations. So if she's a lawyer and you work as an office assistant, by social stand, like professional situations, you're in a beta role compared to her. You know what I'm saying? Or like say, yeah, pretty much.
That's interesting. So if you, let's say, all right, you know, you being a rapper and all, right? Let's say you sign to a record company that's run by a female. Are you a beta male to her?
I mean, I think that's a different thing though. Because if you're a rapper, you have to sign to somebody.
Okay, but all right, so are you referring to just in relationships terms?
Yeah, relationship.
Okay. All right.
Because I feel like
so what if she's the girl you dating? She happens to be the girl you dating, and she runs the record company, and you're the rapper. Wouldn't you be subservient to her?
I mean, in a sense, you would probably be subservient to her because she probably helped you get that position.
It's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. But I think it depends on how. I mean, it also depends on how you look at it, though, because.
No, but the reason I say it is to say that, like, some people assume that, like, alright, beta, put the negative stigmatism on, like, beta male.
It definitely is.
And
by niggas and bitches.
A lot of niggas might think they alpha males, but when you go at it and like, okay, alright, you shorty got a car, you don't. You shorty's, what's it called, got the lease or whatever to the crib, you don't. You know what I'm saying? She makes more than you. You might make some decisions, but who really, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who really, if it's her car, if it's her house, and you make money, but not as much as her. If she lets you make decisions, that's nice, that's cool, right? But you're not the alpha in that situation. Not the alpha,
yeah. She could just be like, hey,
get out of my house, stop using my car.
Right.
And in that situation, you're not an alpha. You might think you're alpha, but you're really
that's
beta.
kind of what I was referring to at the beginning, where it's kind of like a situation where it's like, I mean, it might not even be decision making, but it might just be the finance part of it too, where it's like, sure, you can talk that talk, you know what I'm saying, but I'm the one with the paper.
Yeah,
I'm the one that ultimately really makes the decision. Even though you say let's do this way, that way, let's go vacation here, let's go blah 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 here, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because if a shorty's like, yo, I'm what's it called? If you thinking like, yo, I'm alpha, and she like you, she let you do that, and you really think that, but you like, she know deep down you not, but she's like, all right, I'm gonna let you do that, whatever. Whenever she start fucking with you, that shit gonna come up like, nigga, we not even doing that, nigga. Like, nigga, you know you used my car when we went on vacation. You know you ain't have enough money to do that. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, if that discussion comes up, I'd rather have it early on because I want to see how you really feel about me.
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that if you can't just, like, as a man, I feel like some niggas, right? Some of y'all niggas gotta, you feel me, come to this realization today. I'm sorry I had to break it to you. If your shorty let you make decisions, you're not alpha just because she let you make decisions.
If she's letting you have that position.
Yeah, she's doing.
If she's the financial bearer,
she's being respectful. You know what I'm saying? But
I see this comedian shorty say this on TikTok. This shit was hilarious. So she was like, you know, a motherfucker got good dick when you give him the money to pay for dinner in the car before you get to the restaurant.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, like, if
she the alpha, but she trying to let you be in control because you providing certain services. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, if you doing that, you can't say, you know, alpha man. You're beta. And there's nothing wrong with, like, everybody want to be alpha. I get it, but not everybody is alpha. So it's like you got to stay your role. Sometimes you got to be like, all right, I want to be alpha, but I'm right in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Let it play, man, for people.
As remains to be seen. Fear and scarcity. Because when I asked you, what would happen if a man who was up here, who actually required you to submit, what you did not answer is, I couldn't keep him. I couldn't get him. I don't qualify for him. What you did is you disqualified for him saying those guys tend to be not your type. That's bullshit. You don't qualify for those guys.
Okay.
That's where the fitness comes in. There are men that you say that don't qualify for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't you think that
I
goes
said
another
no lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to.
Right. And the thing is, all that is
That's the thing though, right? There could be girls at the top, man, that you really want, but financials for her standards, you cannot qualify. Because even though she a boss type shorty and shit, you really have to be above her for her to, I mean, not all of them, but you really have to be above her for her to respect you.
Yeah.
To be honest, because there's a lot, that's why a lot of women that are in power or got a lot of financial backing, they struggle with long-term relationships because they don't find those men that, you know what I'm saying, got that paper, got that power, got whatever, to really be able to take care of what they need to be taken care of in their eyes.
And I feel like women are more privy to it, like where women kind of be like, okay, this guy, because it's either like with those women, there's either like three situations that happen. There's either a nigga, like a young nigga using her to get up, or there's a guy that it won't work because he's kind of
Struggling.
Not even struggling, but like that's the next one. But there's a guy that's trying to get there because he's trying to compete with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna work because there's always gonna be a constant power struggle where he's trying to get to her level, but he can't really do it, and then she starts to resent him for that.
You seen Girlfriends and shit?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it a long time.
Alright, but I'll just give y'all. I only saw it up to a certain point, but the girl Tony on the show, right?
Yeah.
She married this white dude, right? So you can kind of tell initially there's something a little off about them because he was giving her. He's a doctor, and he was getting her every gift, vacation, the honeymoon she wanted, and all that, right? When they officially become married, she finds out the nigga broke because he was trying to compete and be the guy that she thought she was getting, or that she felt like she wanted. So he was in the financial hole for like 5 to 10 years and shit. So, I mean, projected. That's where I left off. That's why I kind of left it off at, where he was kind of in the position where his financial like people was telling him he was going to be in the hole for the next 5 to 10 years, which is when he'd be able to pay it off. Because he was doing like the most to feel like this is the girl I want, so I have to do X, Y, and Z to keep her.
Yeah,
that's what niggas. That's why a lot of y'all niggas fuck up at, man. Like I feel like you can only be you. You should only try to be you, because if you try to keep up with what you think the woman, a particular woman you want standards are, you're gonna get burnt eventually. Because in all honesty, you not that nigga at that. Yeah. At that particular level, and that's fine. But just be real with yourself and be like, I can't get her. If you can't get her just being you, she's not for you.
Cool, but you have a son, and it sounds as though you're doing what you want to do. Cool. At what point is he gonna become the priority? Because this is why I push this. Black boys are at the bottom. Reading at a 4th grade level. And they're at the bottom because who's raising them? 80% are raised by women who are eating their cake. So I submit that, there's some things you need to work on. Get to work. If it ain't enough for you, do it for him. Because I don't think you want him to bring home somebody talking about men the way you're talking about me.
You're absolutely right.
Every man you deal with is somebody's son. Have a good night.
Thank you, too.
Guys, it's not a joke, man. I'm gonna tell you, I get a lot of women have this tough veneer, like, whatever. And that's a dicey situation because presumably her ex or something's in the car, but we take relationships like they're jokes. And this is why I'm like, Are modern women really ready for marriage or to be wives? That's why I said so many of them really don't want it because they can't do the.
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine. Maybe your son.
Yeah, man. That was Kevin Samuels, man. Let us know what y'all
Big
think.
legend.
Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out here.
You dig?